What's up everybody, this is Danny. I'm in San Jose, California for the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event, and I got to see the Galaxy S25 Ultra early, so I want to talk about what's new with the camera because I know that's what you guys want to know about. And we need to answer the question, did they do enough to make you want to upgrade? Well, you're going to find out in this video, and if you're excited about this phone, I'll leave links down below to crazy trade-in deals and discounts. You don't have to use them, but the $50 off only works when you click on the links down below, so if you want to support the channel, then go for it. Anyways, let's jump right into it. First, you will notice the new S25 Ultra is flatter in design. It is very square, so the subtle curves that were in the S24 Ultra are no longer there. It still feels very premium as you would expect, so this will be a personal preference thing for sure. And it also has an improved version of this anti-glare display, so I'm really glad they kept it because I like it personally. What's new this year is they're using the same technology that they use in their TVs with upscaling. That means everything that you're looking at on the display is upscaled. That means photos, Instagram, TikTok, or those low-res videos that you get sent from your family, all of it gets upscaled to Quad HD+. The S Pen is still there, but with one major difference, and I'll tell you about that later. If you were expecting Qi 2 wireless charging or faster wired or wireless charging, we didn't get that with the S25 Ultra. Still the same 5000 mAh battery, but it does get a custom version of the new Snapdragon 8 Elite chip for Galaxy, which is overclocked and has some custom ISP tweaks, so this should improve the battery life as well, so I'll definitely be testing it, but it felt extremely snappy during my short time with it. So the good thing is there is no price hike, the price remains the same. There are 4 standard colors of the S25 Ultra, and there are 3 Samsung.com exclusive colors as well. So if you want to see more on that, make sure you check out the short form videos I did on Instagram, TikTok, and of course, YouTube Shorts. Okay, so let's dive into the camera. If you look, the cluster is the same, but it adopts the same beefy camera rings as the Fold did last year, so it does look a little bit different. So let me know if you like that or not. But all of the sensors are the same besides the new 50 megapixel ultra wide, so that gets an upgrade. So that means that you'll have a higher resolution option now for more focal lengths and zoom ranges, so that is great. And also this means that you get a better macro shot using this ultra wide as well, so macro fans will be happy about the higher image quality. The macro images still are 12 megapixel though. The camera interface looks familiar, but it is cleaned up some. I do like the shortcut area to get to the settings. I like the location, so let's see if this is useful for everyday use. The settings look familiar as well, and there are no new dedicated modes to report on the S25 Ultra so far. But you are going to see smaller features like the new virtual aperture slider show up in Pro mode to make the photo experience more customizable, so not huge, but they do add up. This year, I think the new features in video mode have me excited the most. First is the log recording. If you don't know what that means, the camera shoots in a flat profile to capture a ton of information, and then you can edit this in your computer afterwards to have a ton of flexibility when it comes to color. Professionals will definitely appreciate this, but Samsung made it easy to use this feature even if you aren't a pro, since all you have to do is shoot the video, then go into the gallery, then you swipe up, and then there is a color correct option right there. So if you wanted to use log recording on your Galaxy devices, here it is, and I can't wait to test this out and see how good it actually is. Here is a pro tip though. By default, it is only enabled in Pro mode, but jump into the settings and toggle on both Pro mode and regular video mode so it shows up on both. What's also fantastic is the log recording works in 8K, so I'm surprised that it does. I thought it would only work up to 4K. What I wasn't expecting is zebras for exposure in Pro mode, but there's also false color so you can properly expose your log video, so that is awesome. And what's great is you can also use this for photos if you want, so photographers can also take advantage of these exposure tools. Another feature I think looks amazing is a smooth zoom. This is available in Pro and regular video modes and look really good, so I can't wait to try this out in real world testing. HDR video finally makes it out of labs, but with a twist. The S25 Ultra is shooting HDR in Rec 2020, so it's easy to work with if you want to edit it later, but you also have the option to use HDR10 Plus as well, like you're used to with the Galaxy S24 Ultra and below, so you have multiple options, which is also nice. If you've seen my camera comparisons before, then you know that one of my biggest complaints about Samsung devices is the nighttime video, because usually it's full of noise. But Samsung said they figured this out. With the power of the new ISP combined with some clever software features, you'll get brighter video, better details, and less noise, so I'm looking forward to this. Also, night photography uses these same principles, so it can detect the foreground and the sky, and it can separate them and process them separately, so this should drastically reduce noise in photos and videos. The final part of the camera is the software and Galaxy AI. Samsung said they drastically improved the zoom quality on all lenses, so I'm looking forward to that. I got a demo of the zoom here, and it did look like there was more detail and things did look sharper, but I'm definitely going to be testing this out with the best flagship smartphones out there, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of these camera tests coming up. The next thing that piqued my interest was audio eraser. I know we've seen something similar to this on Pixel devices, so it's not completely new, but I'm glad it's here. Samsung's version automatically categorizes the noises that you can completely customize. In the example that I got, you can completely just separate the background music that was happening in this restaurant and eliminate everything else, or practically you can eliminate everything else and just isolate the voice, or you can mix it exactly how you want with the sliders, so I thought this was pretty cool. I will definitely go over more AI features in my full review, but here's what you can look forward to in the editor. Now you don't have to select individual people over and over to remove everyone. It will just detect them all in one go, then you can just remove everyone, which is great. It also detects shadows that are created by objects and people, so when you erase them, it erases the shadows as well. So these are nice advancements in photo touch-ups. And I also noticed there are film simulations here too that you can play with. You can get that perfect look if you want. It has a revamped interface and you can customize that film simulation too by adding grain and tweaking the colors. So I'm liking what Samsung is doing with customization of photos. So those are the major things that I saw with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. One more thing that you might not like is that the S Pen now lacks Bluetooth, so air gestures and remote captures will not work. Samsung said people were not using this feature, so they stripped it away. Let me know if you agree with that or if you actually use this feature. I'm gonna keep it 100% real. Sometimes I forget the S Pen is even in here, so I don't use it all that often, but I guess you can take the pen from the Galaxy S24 Ultra if you want and use it on the Galaxy S25 Ultra if you really want that feature, but I do hate seeing features being stripped away from flagship devices. So, did Samsung do enough to make you want to upgrade? Just on the surface, as of right now, no. But I want to see how the camera performs before I make my decision. There were no new killer features in this release, but I want you to sound off. What do you think? Let Samsung know how you feel in the comment section below. And stay tuned because I got so much more coming on these phones because I'm going to be getting these phones today. So I got a lot of work to do. I'll see you guys in the next one.